Okay, we've had our Ecotric e-bikes for almost a year now, and we're ready to share our thoughts. Originally, we had researched and ordered two Hemingway e-bikes. That was a disaster, although Hemingway did actually call and apologize after watching our video. And the local bike store we checked out had nothing but Maserati and Starbucks priced e-bikes. I didn't need a pumpkin spice latte bike. So we went searching online and came across Ecotric. Started looking more closely, and Walmart came up in the feed. We wanted the bikes for our already planned Go West vacation. So we called Walmart. Yes, the bikes are in stock. If we order today, which was 9 November, when will we get them? Guarantee shipment to arrive by Monday the 22nd. Okay. We pulled the trigger. Don't remember the exact date, but the bikes, they actually arrived much earlier than the 22nd. Awesome. The warranty is 18 months, with the battery prorated after 12. Be sure to save your order number, the receipts, and be sure to register your bike. Most of the bike is pre-assembled, and you just have to add the front forks, the battery, seat, and the handlebar. And honestly, it's all straightforward. Simple hand tools and following instructions. You'll have it together in no time. Assembly tip. I cut a hole in the shipping box to support the front fork while I removed the fastening sheet, that upper cover, and then the O-ring. Now I can easily slide the frame tube back over the fork tube by myself and then tighten everything back down. Once I've got the fork tube installed to the frame, I make sure that the bowl ring is oriented correctly, and then I install it along with the upper cover. The next step is to unlatch and open the handlebar tube. Loosen those two 5mm bolts, slide the handlebar tube over the fork tube, add the 5mm bolt and fastening sheet back, align everything, and then tighten it all down. You will want to pay close attention when aligning the handlebar tube to the front fork tube. As the handle, it folds backwards, and it is offset to the side just slightly to allow clearance when you are folding. Attaching the front fender, that's easy, but that reflector, not so much. I had to use a hair tie to bundle things together until I could get it all tightened down. Some may find the battery to be slightly heavy, but it has a built-in handle which makes it easy to carry and while installing and removing it from the bike. Battery installation is easy thanks to these guide rails. It just slides into place. Once in place, fold the handle, use the key, and lock or unlock the battery. The battery has a small charge indicator built into the top, so you can check that charge without installing it on the bike. That's a nice feature. Also, just a note, to either remove or install the battery, you do have to remove the seat. It's not a difficult task, just a note. Keep in mind though, you don't have to remove the battery from the bike to charge it, as you can plug the charger directly into the battery. But if you're transporting the bike in the back of a car or a trunk, removing the weight of that battery makes it much easier to maneuver. The M button on the thumb controller stands for mode, but also turns the display on and off. We charge the battery while assembling the bike, so we have a full charge. The PAS stands for pedal assist and ranges from 1 to 5. Let's take this thing out for a ride. Okay, so far, on pavement anyway, the bike is smooth and comfortable. I like the way it handles. At PAS 5, I can get up to 20 miles an hour while pedaling. Okay, it takes a bit, but I can get there. And it's a beautiful fall day outside. The temperature's great. So I decide to ride from the house over to Camping World and back, maybe 8 or 9 miles round the trip. In pure pedal mode, the range is supposed to be about 20 miles, and with pedal assist, up to 36. Okay, so I decide on a leisurely pace and pedal assist at either speed depending. On the way back, I cut through the park. It has a couple of moderate hills. The bike, it pulled well as long as I was assisting. And when I got back to the house, the battery level was still showing 3 bars. I think that's reasonable considering a 240-pound guy, 11 to 12 miles an hour average, and a few good hills. But what about a trail? This walking trail behind the house, it's mostly the remnants of an old abandoned railroad bed. Camera, it has amazing stability built in, smooth. It's really deceptive how rough this trail is at 8 or 9 miles an hour. This bike, it is not a mountain bike. Neither is it built for off-road trails, but for what it is acceptable. I'm 60 years old and I intend to store these bikes in an RV and check out the sights while I'm traveling. I like the fact that these e-bikes fold up, making it really convenient for traveling, and disassembly is quick and easy. It takes us about 4 minutes to assemble these bikes at destination. I like keeping the bikes hidden from the thieves too, and not on display on a bike rack. I do want to make you aware, however, this bike is a commuter bike. I don't think it was designed for unimproved trails. It has this built-in stand, which is really convenient when you're folding or storing the bike, putting it together, but it's a snag hazard for tree roots or crossing over a rut in a dry creek bed. If you do buy a folding bike, be aware of this. We've had these bikes for almost a year now and have a little over 50 miles on them. They've been great for short 1 or 2 mile trips between the RV parking site and any attractions, the smoother trails, and for making that occasional run to the campground store and such, and also in the afternoons just riding around the neighborhood. We haven't had any problems out of our bikes yet, except for this broken handlebar mount for the display. It is plastic, and I could have damaged that in transport, so I can't hold that against Ecotric, except to ask them make a heavier bracket. I'll probably use JB Weld to repair this, paint it for now. So there you have it, guys, an affordable and fun solution for getting around while you're RVing. Hope this helps you make a decision when it comes to purchasing it. Well, next time, be safe. Life is short. Be happy and be a good human.